Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report for Saturday, October 16th, 2021, where we had the IMCA Modifieds, IMCA Sports Modifieds, and the IMCA Stock Cars all in the house on Saturday night. We'll get to the results in just a minute. First, I want to talk about some stuff coming up over the next couple weekends at Antioch Speedway, where action is the attraction. First up, we've got the Dwarf Car Mania number 2. That's right, Friday the 22nd, Saturday the 23rd at Antioch Speedway. Dwarf Car Mania number 2. The crate late models are going to join the Dwarf Cars on Friday night and the hobby stocks on Saturday night. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. The Dwarf Cars putting on a great show along with the crate late models and the hobby stocks. 22nd and 23rd of October. Mother Nature permitting, because she is crying right now outside, but hopefully we're going to be able to get all our action in this Friday and Saturday at Antioch Speedway. Then coming up on the 29th and 30th of October, it is the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals hobby stock event. Just, $5,000 to win, just a small event. $5,000 to win a hobby stock race. Record-breaking purse for this event, and you can be a part of it. You want to be there. If you can't be there, watch it on Antioch Speedway TV. But some notes for the competitors. Pit stall RSVPs are open. You can rent a pit stall for the weekend. Prime spots available on the back straightaway. Also, there's going to be pre-tech inspections for all the cars. And then at the end of the main event, all cars have to go to tech. Top 5 have to clear. So if, let's say, the second finisher fails tech, then the 6th place finisher moves up to 5th until we get top 5 that all pass tech. We are going to enforce the Antioch Speedway rules to the letter, so be ready for that and make sure you show up that way. As part of our Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals weekend on Friday night, the hobby stocks, of course, are going to be there, but they're going to be joined by the IMCA stock cars. On Saturday, the super stocks are going to join them along with the IMCA stock cars. 2 nights of racing. We have Friday night, history in the making, and Saturday night, history is made for our $5,000 to win hobby stock event at Antioch Speedway, the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals. Another thing for the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals, we're giving away 2 family passes for the weekend. All you have to do is make a Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals poster. Include all the race information. And then the fan vote will pick the winners. Top 2 will both get family passes for the weekend for the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals. Head on over to the website, AntiochSpeedway.com. There is a website that Larry has put on the website that you can design your poster from. But he did say, don't do an animated one. They don't work out well. Something happens with them. But head on over to AntiochSpeedway.com. Find the website, which is actually called postermywall.com. It's where you can make it at. But get all the information included in there, and then the vote will happen next week, picking 2 winners, giving family passes for both Friday and Saturday to 2 separate families. So head on over, build a poster, and good luck. Back to this past Saturday, the 16th of October, where we had the IMCA Modifieds, IMCA Sports Modifieds, and the IMCA Stock Cars in action. And all 3 divisions qualified before the heat races. In stock cars, we had Travis Dutra in the number 22 take home the win. He was followed by Jason Robles in the number 78. Fast Freddie Ryland in the 7J took home 3rd. He also was the fast qualifier for the stock cars. Dave Hill in the 15A finished 4th, and 5th was the number 1, driven by Joe Gallagher. Here's what Travis had to say in Victory Lane.
If you know or not, but there was a race, just you weren't involved in it?
I guess. Was anybody back there? I don't know.
You won by over last time I won.
Oh, wow. I guess this new setup worked out pretty good.
So, what was it? The track conditions that helped you out so much? I mean, you were just a blast in the field. They had a great battle behind you. You were just sticking up the show up front.
Yeah, we made a spring change earlier this week. Decided to try with a few races left. Yeah, I seem to like it pretty good. It's got plenty of bikes. This guy right here is fast. green and checkered. Water temp got a little hot, but that's all right.
Any problems out there as far as track conditions? Do you have any issues, or you just go on the railroad all the time?
No, that's the thing with these hooked up tracks. It's just hammer down, and hopefully somebody can get a different line on the outside here or underneath you. But I didn't hear nobody, see nobody. It's on a cruise.
All right, you guys hope to see you at the big show, the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals event.
Yeah, we might make it out for that. You know, these motors don't last forever, and we're on a few nights tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Who do you want to say thanks for helping to get out here?
I want to thank my mom and dad coming out every night this year, helping straight mud, doing their best, buying me tires and helping me out. Appreciate it. All spec sheet metal, making a beautiful body. 1-2 graphics, Nick DiCarlo, main machines, the power plant, keeps this thing strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner, Travis Dutra.
Thank you.
In our IMCA Sport Modified main event, Fast Freddie Ryland in the 7J took home the win. He was also the fast qualifier for the Sports Modified as well as the stock cars. Andrew Pierce in the 15P finished second. Chris Savicki in the 74 finished third. Fourth was Dylan Conley in the 6 car, and fifth was Jacob Mallet Jr. in the 127. And in our IMCA Modified main event, a gentleman won that hasn't won in a really long time. Terry DiCarlo Sr. in the 17T took home the win. He was also fast qualifier. He had a very dominant car on Saturday night at Antioch Speedway. Congratulations, Terry DiCarlo Sr. Brent Curran gave him a run for his money, the only driver that was able to pass him for a corner before Terry got it back. But Brett Curran finished second in the 132. Third was Dave Dusty Jr. out of Oregon in the 73M. Trevor Klyman's in the 2C. He made the move up. He sold his Sport Modified. He's now a modified driver. Trevor Klyman's finishing in that 4th spot. And Andrew Pierce made his debut in the IMCA Modified ranks. Driving the number 22, he got a top 5 finish after winning his heat race earlier in the evening. Congratulations to Andrew. Here's what Terry DiCarlo had to say in Victory Lane.
What a fantastic main event here tonight. As he gets the belts off, he gets set to climb out of the race car. Give it up, race fans, Terry DiCarlo Sr. Hey! Yeah, motherfucker! That's what the fuck I'm talking about! Congratulations, Terry. Looks like you have a few tears in the eyes. Come on out. He gets I passed you around the door. Not you. He's over here, he's talking a little bit. Terry. No, I know. You get a drink for it. Make your way over here to the front of your race car. Once again, race fans, give it up, Terry DiCarlo Sr. As he gets over, Terry. Now I gotta ask you, when was the last time you won a modified main event?
It's been a while. I'm not sure. Back in the 90s sometime when I raced all the time.
How was it? You had a great battle going on throughout the whole main event. You were leading the whole main event as well. Brent got by you on a few laps, but you were able to come back and make a move and pick up the main event win here tonight.
Yeah, it was good on the bottom, so I dove underneath him and got it back.
What did it mean to have your son and Terry DiCarlo Jr. out here racing with you?
It means everything. You know, me and Nick and my daughter used to race together, and this is good. I got all three of us here. It's beautiful. Couldn't ask for nothing more.
Fantastic job. Really quick, who do you got to thank for helping you get out here to the racetrack?
Nick, my son Nick, helps me every week, does everything, and Andrew and Todd, my pit crew, and Nick's pit crew. They help every week.
Alrighty, race fans, once again, there you have it.
They're stopping here. Just 79 years old right here. They're just waiting for the leader to go through.
79 years old, picking up the main event win here tonight. Race fans, give it up, Terry DiCarlo Sr.
Brett Curran, all right, so, man, you almost had him.
Almost isn't good enough sometimes, but if there's one guy in this place that I really don't mind losing to, it's that man right there. So much respect for that man, all he's done for their sport, the whole DiCarlo family in general. I really wanted to race with him a little bit more, but I ran out of tear-offs with about 13 to go and was doing the quick wipe thing the best I could. But that was a blast. Like I said, if there's one man here that I really don't mind losing to, it's that man right there. And congratulations, Terry.
The only guy that you were able to, or the only guy to be able to get around him all night long, he was on a rail all night long, was you. And what'd you do to get around him?
It was just that I seen him with the diamond thing. He had that diamond line down to a T, and I knew my only chance was to get it wound up on the top, especially he's got a damn NASCAR motor underneath his hood, and I got this little Chevy crate and the heavy mud stuff, so I'm stoked. For all the stuff that we've been through in the last month, Wade, and what I've been through myself, I am stoked to be standing right here.
Well, great run. Who do you want to say thanks for helping me get out here?
First and foremost, I got to thank actually Nick DiCarlo for getting under the hood of my car earlier and getting the carburetor fixed. We were going to 2-barrel this thing again tonight, but he got that thing running like a champ. My father-in-law, Tim, my whole family up there in the stands. Steadfast Construction, Aegis Fire Systems, Scott and Jess Foster, On the Hammer podcast, my buddy Joe over here. We're having a blast doing that. I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff, but I'm on cloud 9 right now. Second sucks for most people, but this is pretty freaking awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our second place finisher, the 132, Brent Curran.
The driver out of Central Point, Oregon, Dave Dusty Jr. Man, first of all, how did you like here tonight?
Oh, I love it. That track was hammered down, and I feel like I'm ancient now. I'm 51, and I'm getting tired of running against Troy Folger and Nick DiCarlo. Those guys are kids. I was wore out every yellow flag, but it was great.
You came from the rear and made your way through the field. You had a little bit of carnage, obviously a little bit of body damage here. You said you ran out of tear off. Each yellow flag, you kept having to wipe your visor to get through and see through the field.
Yeah, I ran out of tear off, and I thought it was only a couple laps, and then the official said 10 laps through. I'm like, oh man. So I just say every yellow was telling me I could see for a couple laps, and that was it. But you know, I usually do better when I start in the back, so I do better in traffic. And it was a lot of fun.
Really quick, who do you have to give a shout out to your sponsor and who helped you make this long haul here to Antioch Speedway?
Well, main one is my wife. She's in the pit. She's my only pit crew. We travel all around racing, and we haven't been here since January. And you know, I couldn't do this without her. And she does everything on the car and just does a hell of a job.
Alrighty, well there you have it, our third place finisher, Dave Dusty Jr.
Congratulations to all our winners this past Saturday night. Travis Dutra for the stock cars, Fast Freddie Ryland in the IMCA Sport Modifieds, and Terry DiCarlo Sr. in the IMCA Modifieds. Coming up this weekend at Antioch Speedway, the 22nd and 23rd of October, it is Dwarf Car Mania number 2. The Dwarf Cars will be joined on Friday night by the Crate Late Models and on Saturday by the Hobby Stocks. And in 2 weekends, it is the Cocoa Farms Pacific Coast Nationals $5,000 to win Hobby Stock event. On Friday night of that weekend, the Hobby Stocks will be joined by the IMCA Stock Cars, and on Saturday, they'll be joined by the Super Stocks and the IMCA Stock Cars. And again, Saturday night the 30th, $5,000 to win a record-setting purse for a hobby stock race in the United States. You don't want to miss it. If for any reason you can't be at the track on any of those nights, shame on you. No reason for that. But you can watch it all on Antioch Speedway TV. Just slide on over to AntiochSpeedway.tv on your web browser and subscribe for all of the racing action. That's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Race Report. Until next time, I'm Wylie Wade. Talk to you this weekend live and direct from Antioch Speedway. Until then, goodbye, everybody. And this is Wylie's Race Report for Saturday, October 6th. 3, 2. And now back to our last weekend.